Social media. So this survey relates particularly to those people who use social media. The respondents of this survey were students, children, or a person who uses social media who has plenty experience about it. The instruments used in this survey is fill-in type of questionnaire made from Google Forms wherein respondents with different position in life are asked to answer certain questions about their experience of using social media. So, we asked 28 respondents, both male and female, the 8 questions about their experience of using social media. Some results are expected and others were less predictable.
Questions. Number 1. How often do you use social media? Number 2. How many hours do you spend on social media every day? Number 3. Which social media channels are you most active on? Number 4. What do you use social media for? Number 5. How often do you post on social media? Number 6. How useful is social media for learning? Number 7. How many social platforms are you on? Number 8. Is social media the first thing you check in the morning?
Okay, so next, these are the result of our survey about social media. So first questions, how often do you use social media? So all of our respondents answered every day. So they use social media every day. Next questions, how many hours do you spend on social media every day? So there are 42.9 respondents answered to 2 to 3 hours. There are 39.3% respondents answered 3 to 5 hours. I mean, more than 5 hours. And then 17.9% answered 3 to 5 hours. The third questions, which social media channels are you most active on? So there are 25 respondents or 89.3% in Facebook. There are 8 respondents or 28.6% answered in Instagram. There are 3 respondents or 10.7% answered in Twitter. There are 10 respondents or 35.7% answered in TikTok. There are 12 respondents or 42.9% answered in YouTube. So next, what do you use social media for? So there are 32.1% answer for learning. There are 21.4% answered for entertainment. There are 14.3% respondents answer for business. There are 14.3% respondents answer for networking. So next, how often do you post on social media? So in the result of these questions, there are 60.7% answered rarely. There are 28.6% respondents answered somewhat often. There are 10.7% respondents answer very often. Next, how useful is social media for learning? So, there are 53.6% answered very useful, and there are 46.4% answered somewhat useful. Okay, so next questions. How many social platforms are you on? So, there are 32.1% answered 5 and above. There are 28.6% respondents answered 2. There are 21.4% respondents answered 3. And there are 7.1% respondents answered 1. So majority, they use 5 and above social platforms. So next, the last questions. In social media, the first thing you check in the morning. So as a result of these questions, there are 50% respondent answered yes, and there are 50% respondents answered no.
According to the data, we came to know the various positive and negative impacts of social media to students. The results of the interview concluded that all of the participants use social media every day. The majority of the participants spend 2 to 3 hours on social media, mostly on Facebook. The positive effect is that the majority of the participants use social media as a platform for educational purposes. The negative effect is that most of the participants have 2 to 5 accounts in the media to check in the morning instead of doing activity for a healthy life. It is very important to overcome this problem.
Recommendation: Teens who said social media had a primarily good impact emphasized concerns like connectivity and social connection. Social media has a good impact on these respondents because it allows them to stay in touch and communicate with others. Many of the replies underline how social media has made it simpler to communicate with family and friends, as well as in educational learning.
Allow adequate time for face-to-face social engagement, such as having some family leisure time where you may discuss their studies in a relaxed setting, or inviting friends and family over for a get-together, allowing for a pleasant face-to-face social interaction with loved ones. All of this contributes to reducing the negative impact of social media on students, which benefits our young generation.
We conclude, in the end, people use social media and technologies in their daily lives. As we go down the street, we frequently catch ourselves idly counting how many students are on their phones or hooked into a mobile device. Observing how young people utilize technology can teach us a lot. The key for us as educators is to watch how technology is used in everyday life and then apply that knowledge to our classrooms. The fact that our students use social media to accomplish their assignments and how closely this fits into social constructivism's learning theories lead us to believe that education is about to undergo a big transformation.
And that would be all. Thank you.